In the world of sound.
I know what you're thinking. You better not. Do not step there. Obviously, you cannot step here. Don't step there. I mean, it's clear that they don't want you to step here. But like, why would that be a thing? These military Humvees, someone summed it up very well one time. I was reading on the internet, and they said, be careful buying military surplus Humvees because they've been all over the place. They've driven the roughest terrain by 18-year-old boys who did not own them. When I was 18, if someone would have let me drive a Humvee over rough terrain, you know what I would have done? I would have floored it the whole time. So I assume those guys probably all did that as well. The last episode was a little down because, yeah, she didn't start. She didn't start. But today, as you can see, I've been tinkering a little bit. Look, let me just show you something kind of interesting. So the batteries are underneath the front passenger seat, and they're giant. Like a normal battery is like half this size. So they're twice as big, and there's two of them, and they're wired so that Humvees are 24 volt. So like a normal diesel truck, a lot of them have two batteries, but they're wired so that it's 12 volt, which is what all our cars are. They run off 12 volt. Humvees are special, and they're 24 volt, just based on the way these two batteries are hooked together, which makes a lot of things super complicated. But I unplugged the battery so I could do a little tinkering over here. I pulled my ignition switch out. So I think all we had was just a loose wire coupled with the fact that it was super cold. So now when I turn the switch, the wait light comes on just like it's supposed to, and then it turns off once it warms up those glow plugs, which it's still pretty cold, so it takes a little bit. So I turn it further and starts up. Running like a dream. The Humvee's back, baby! Woo! Oh, I forgot. I gotta go wire all this stuff up so, you know, it's not just like dangling hot wires down there, hitting me in the knees. All right, I gotta do a little more work. I'll see you guys in a minute. I wanna thank Joshua Wise. He is in the United States Army. He is a wheeled vehicle mechanic, and he emailed me all the manuals for the M998 Humvees. These things are weird. They're like mechanics, like your normal mechanics, don't know how to work on these things because they never see them. They're unique. They're not like civilian vehicles. And so I actually took this thing in to get the alignment fixed, and they were like not sure they could do it. They ended up being able to fix it. They figured it out, and my truck doesn't squeak anymore when it goes around corners. The tires aren't going and kind of like drifting. But there was one other thing that I asked my shop to fix, and they could not fix it. And that's the parking brake. So this model of Humvee has no park. It has reverse, neutral, drive. So when you turn off the truck, you leave it neutral and you set the parking brake. But my parking brake like barely grabs. This is parking brake off. This is parking brake on. I'm gonna let my foot off the brake and you'll notice the truck starts rolling. I'm on a hill. Well, it's not a hill, it's like a very slight decline. But this parking brake barely grabs. And my shop is like, yeah, we can't do it. It's gonna be too hard because the parking brake, like the calipers and the rotors are like way up next to the actual differential, and like you have to pull everything to get to them. And so they thought I had bad calipers. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. And then I start looking in the Humvee manual at how to adjust parking brakes. I was like, maybe it's not broken. Maybe it just needs to be adjusted. It is the easiest parking brake to adjust in the entire world. It's crazy. Look, here's my parking brake, right? So to adjust it, all I do is take it off and then rotate this. And I just rotate it to my desired stiffness. I said stiffness, it's fine. And then I crank, that was actually a little too stiff, I think. Shh. Right there. And then I let off the brake. And my truck doesn't move. You could adjust your parking brake while you're driving. So right now my foot is off the brake and the parking brake is on. And you'll see when I take the parking brake off, the truck starts to move. It was that easy. Thanks, Josh. You the man. I've had this thing for what, 2 months? Literally for 2 months, I've been driving it everywhere and looking for the flattest spot to park and then putting these wheel chocks, both of them, under the truck to make sure it doesn't roll when I leave it. And I could have twisted that knob and had a parking brake. Knowledge is power. Back in the warehouse now. Last time I was here, I showed you guys kind of the plan. I showed you my big pile of wood. Look what happened to it. Hey, Jake.
Oh, hey.
Looking good over there, buddy. So this was here. That was the office and bathroom before. This is the addition. Come inside my crib. I want to show you around, okay? This is where you'll normally come in. We have an office here, so let's walk around. There it is. We have one office here. We have another office space here, and then this was all here. This is our little break room, bathroom. This office we're going to turn into a conference room. So we're going to get a big conference table in here. We actually just had a meeting with some people we're going to be working with, so that meeting will take place around the big table in the future. But yeah, what do you guys think? I mean, obviously it needs a little work, you know, some sheetrock and some doors and such, but it's coming along. It's coming along. Jake, tell them what the plan is now. We have this big blank wooden wall.
So my brother, Nick Campbell, is a very talented artist, and well, Matt's been putting up these beautiful pictures of him like riding velociraptors and shooting tanks and all this other crazy stuff.
Some people will say it's photoshopped, but it's not. I'll put a few of them here for your enjoyment. Okay, go ahead.
So yeah, anyways, so he's gonna make this beautiful mural of Matt doing something amazing. We don't know what yet.
Yeah.
It's gonna be epic. That's all you need to know. Just epic.
That's true.
Epic City.
That's true.
Good luck.
I'll see you guys later. What was yesterday, Annie Lee?
My birthday.
We had a birthday party for Annie. She turned 2. Happy birthday? No? Oh. 5? We're going to the zoo to celebrate Annie's 2nd birthday. Ha! No. Hey, Mom.
Hi.
It's kind of a yucky day out here. We got umbrellas for the kids in case it was really raining. It's not raining yet, but
What are you doing, Andy?
they're all using the umbrellas. My family's special.
Now we have first trouble. Square.
That is crazy.
Garbage.
Hey, Steven.
Hey.
What's up, bro? This is Steven. He's my roommate from college. We lived together for 3 years.
Yeah, 3.
Someone's calling me. Hold up. And hold on. Okay, it's nobody. It's nobody. We lived together for like 3 years in college, so I've known Steven forever. Steven is moving to live here in my house for a few days. He's staying with me. We're going to actually go to Vegas in a couple days, Meredith and I. Steven's going to be watching the property while we're gone. He's got his guns out, so don't come mess with our house while we're out of town, or Steven will... What will you do?
Kill him.
Oh, okay. What do you think about Humvee versus Rhino tug of war?
Ooh, I know who'd win.
Who?
Comment below.
I want to talk to you guys about something though. I like cars. I like engines, as you guys have seen on here. But I grew up with muscle cars. My dad bought a '68 SS Camaro back when I was in high school. We started working on that, and then I drove a 1972 Chevy pickup. And then I bought, as a toy, a 1972 Pontiac Firebird. And we pulled the engine and put a 455 engine in it. My dad helped me, and it was a cool project. We did a lot of stuff in that car, a bunch of things to that car. I don't still have it. I haven't done muscle car stuff since then. That was high school.
Did you ever have a Corvette though?
I did, but that wasn't a muscle car.
Yeah. What happened to that?
And I had a 1995 Corvette when I was in college, And then I drove it for 3 years, 4 years, and then I sold it to this guy. He stroked the engine and then he sold it. Good times. But anyway, I haven't had a muscle car in a long time. And so I've been thinking like getting the itch, you know, to kind of get like an old rumbly. Like I got a fast car. The muscle car would never be faster than that kit car. But it's a 4-cylinder turbocharger. It's like and it's fun and fast, but it doesn't rumble. And this truck's cool, but it's not. It'll never be even close to being fast. So, if I was to get a muscle car, what kind of car would you want it to be the most? I already have a few ideas of things that I would be interested in. What do you think? What do you want to see on Off the Ranch? Also, I have not told Mare about this yet, so if you guys would just be cool and not mention it to her, because she already thinks I'm crazy. So, and we're not talking much money. I want to get like a
Joe Dirt's car.
a Superbird.
Yeah.
Isn't that a Superbird? That would be cool. Those things are super expensive though. His is an old beater, but it was super expensive. I want like a kind of a fixer upper. So anyway, let me know. Comment below what kind of muscle car you want to see here on the channel. Because look, we got a spot in the garage for another car right here. Hang out with us actually on the Demolition Ranch channel. I'm going to be putting our vlogs from SHOT Show because I'm trying to keep this channel as gun-free as possible. Just in case they ever shut down gun stuff. So I'm going to put all the gun vlogs on Demolition Ranch for the next few days. So check us out there. Also, but we are going to be on Off the Ranch tomorrow. Thanks for watching Off the Ranch. I love you.